driven to Toma. That's about 45 miles away from La Crosse. But as Ben Hine will tell you from Families First, it still is a really important part of the United Way. Monroe County is one of our counties, and your agency does a lot, but I bet you a lot of folks don't even really know what you do because you're sort of in the background taking care of the potential homeless folks in this area.
Yeah, thanks for coming to visit us here in Toma this afternoon. Mike, Families First has been a United Way partner agency for about the last 6 years. We've served struggling families and residents here in Monroe County since 1996.
Okay.
So with the programming we offer at Families First, we're trying to serve some of those basic needs that families might have in some of the core areas that you mentioned, like stable housing.
And how many different people do you touch in a year, or how many different touches do you have?
As an agency total, we probably serve close to 1,800 or 2,000 clients in the course of a year. With United Way programming, our case care management program is serving close to 120 households over the course of a United Way program year, as well as our safe and stable housing program, which is serving roughly 30 families per year.
And tell me, how do you serve these families? And just talk about your agency. What are some of the things that you do to help the folks in the community?
That's a great question. And Families First, I think, is one of those unique, small, community-based agencies that over the course of time, with a lot of passionate people in needed services, has really had the opportunity to grow. So since 1996, the agency has grown from a roughly resource and referral-based service to one that includes some pretty substantive type of programs at this point. So our case care management program is working with families who might be facing loss of some of those basic needs in their household, things like transportation, utilities which are pending disconnection or have been disconnected, things like employment type of support, items that might be required for new jobs for the household. So in that way, Families First may be able to offer some crisis or direct type of financial assistance to a family that's struggling. As importantly, if not more importantly, though, we want to also have that opportunity to provide some guidance and some support to the family through the case management process. So we know that financial literacy is a big focus for a lot of the households that might be struggling on limited or fixed income, as well as exposure or help in reaching out to some of those other resources or programs that might serve as ongoing supports for the household. So in addition to any type of stabilizing direct financial assistance, we also want to make sure that we're really focusing in on the skills building, the education, and the financial literacy for what we hope will be long-lasting self-sustainability for the household.
And that's really crucial, I think, because the goal is, I mean, it's helping folks to get back on their feet and then to stay on their feet. And I'm sure you've got a ton of success stories where you've been able to help people transition through.
We do. It's been neat to meet with some of the families, and they may come in and it's clearly a very stressful crisis type of situation that they're facing in the household. They may not know exactly what direction to turn or what supports are available to them. It's wonderful to see that same family come back several months or several weeks later and report that, you know, we did take the recommendations, or hey, we did try this as far as managing money or reducing expenses in the household, and things are better.
And it's great when you can close a case because they don't need you as much anymore.
That's the ultimate goal of a lot of our social service programs as far as providing basic needs for folks. It'd be wonderful to know that the entire community was well and healthy in that way, but until that time, we're here to help.
And interestingly enough, there really isn't a place for homeless folks to go in this county.
That's a need in Monroe County, and it's a difficult one to help people navigate, because the housing, the safe and stable housing, is by far, I think, the most basic need that we have for our households.
And you also work with Coulee Cap.
We do. We've got a lot of partner agencies that we work closely with here in Monroe County, including the Coulee Cap group. I think that Monroe County, the community itself, is very tight-knit, as is the nonprofit service providers here in the area. It's a collaborative atmosphere, and I think we all help each other further our mission.
Really quickly, what does the United Way funding mean to you? I think you said it's about 28% of your budget.
It is, yeah. Yeah, the Families First is a small nonprofit agency. We have 2 part-time staff members who provide administrative and client service tasks, and I serve as a director providing a little bit of each of those things.
Right.
So for an agency our size, it means that we can dedicate as much time as possible to providing efficient and effective services, that we can have the credibility that comes with the United Way partner agency and the community at large, knowing that our programs have been vetted and they are making an impact in the community.
And that's huge, because
huge,
you can look at people and say, if this organization, this big organization that raises $2.1 million, that picks us out and they're one of our partner agencies, you can also give to us knowing that your money is really safe.
It's exactly, and for a nonprofit agency that may not have a dedicated fundraising team or marketing team, the tie-in with the United Way and the community, it makes a difference for an agency like Families First.
If people want to learn more about your agency, how do they get a hold of you?
They can certainly find us in a number of ways. They can check us out online at their convenience, www.familiesfirstofmonroecounty.org,
Okay.
on Facebook, or they can certainly give our office a call. I'm always glad to get out in the community and speak to any type of groups or folks who might be interested in not only what the agency might be able to provide, but also what some of the needs are as an advocate on behalf of the community that we serve.
Well, thank you so much, Ben, for taking the time to talk to us. If you want to donate, one way to do it, you can do it right now, is text, and I have to get the number, at 40403-WE-WIN, or call Terry at 608-796-1400, because Terry's bored. She's sitting back in the office right now wanting phone calls. Give Terry a call. She also can help you if you do want to donate money. Thank you again. Thank you, Ben, for being here. And again, it's Mike with Mike, and I think I'm in Vernon County next time. So we're just going all over the place.